Hello, everyone. Good day. Having fun again. I should be filming more videos, but we are now under control. We have Black Friday getting started with everything, so it's a lot of fun, but I am back to fucking training. I'm in it. I'm back. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw the video that we just did, and it was shoulder day. That was probably the best fucking pump I've had in 5 years. It was gnarly as fuck. And if you go into the comments, thank you guys, all the support, all the fucking love. I am having a ball, and people are having a ton of questions. Are you coming back? What's the story? You're sauced again. You're this, you're that.
Really? Can you feel the tension in the air right now? I know I can. I can feel it all the way down in my plums.
I'm enjoying myself, and I'm the type of person that lives my life. I'm not going to live through life with regrets and woulda, coulda, shoulda. So we're going to go over a bunch of stuff. I just got done eating my second meal. We're going to talk about some food. We got a ton of videos to film. Young Aiden here is like, hey, we have a fucking laundry list of things to do. We're filming shoulders today, this afternoon, me, him, and Ty. So that'll be fun. But the big question, am I coming back? Yes, no. The goal right now. So I turned 40 in fucking 2 weeks. I turned 40. And my lifestyle, I am the type of person that is, I'm not going to live with regrets and woulda, coulda, shouldas. The one thing in my life, if there was one person in the industry that you would say, like, who has the most unfinished business in bodybuilding, my name would be on that list. It'd probably be pretty fucking high on that list. And I have a great life. I have a lot of beautiful, wonderful things. But at the same time, this is a personal thing where I'm like, hey, I've taken care of myself for a long time. I'm turning 40. This might be the last chance I get to fucking go after this and stand on stage and have a good time, enjoy myself, go to the Olympia, push to go to the Olympia, because there's a lot of really good fucking competitors out there. However, I want to see if my body can handle it. So what I've been doing is to see if my body can handle this. So I'm taking 16 weeks to see if my body can handle the fucking mayhem, see if it can handle the gear, the training, the food, the mental aspect of it all, see how I respond to this, and see if it is actually possible. Like, I don't know how my body's going to respond. There might be things physically that my body can't handle. There might be things internally that, fucking massive red flag might go up and be like, hey, pump the fucking brakes. But at the end of the day, you got to fuck around to find out. And that's the type of person I am. I am not fucking lighthearted. I am very intense. I find like joy in the intensity and the mayhem of training and of bodybuilding. I fucking love it. So that's what's going on. We're going to find out. And I probably have another 10 weeks go into it, because this is week number 6. And the gear and all these things, people are saying, oh, you're sauced out of your mind. Or all the people that made videos and were like, Seth's still fucking geared out of his mind. I'm like, bitch, I'm 208 pounds. Like, no, I'm telling you, I'm a TRT, and I would take my TRT dose of testosterone and growth hormone. I don't take growth hormone from the doctor simply because I'm not paying $1,700 for a little bit of growth. No, I think that's fucking stupid. I can get better growth at a cheaper price, so I'm going to do that. And that's what I took for years. 4.5 years, I did everything I could to make sure everything was good. And now I'm like, all right, let's turn up the fucking heat. And now everybody's like, oh, maybe he was telling the truth. And, every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry that has a YouTube channel, or, the journalists will be like, he just upped his doses to this, and I knew that he was doing this, and they'll have some fucking fun, quirky, cutting edge fun thing to say, but that's okay. That's how their business is built and their name and everything. But, I thought I was pretty good at not being known as the guy that didn't fucking talk a bunch of shit. And now, like, oh, Seth's fucking on gear. Yes, this is me taking more. So with that being said, I'm not on like a per week thing. I'm going to keep all of my levels as consistent as possible, so that everything is as consistent as possible, because you need to be consistent in bodybuilding. That's the thing known. Be consistent with your meals. Be consistent with your fluid. Be consistent with your protocol. Be consistent with your supplementation. Be consistent. Be consistent with your cardio and your training. that's the name of the game. But everybody tries to add these nuances that are all fun. And again, there's a million different ways to skin a cat. This is the way I do things. But I'm having a ton of fun with it, and I'm not going to bullshit anybody about anything I do. I'm not going to. I've always been known as the guy that just was, I don't know, me. And whether you like me or not, whether you like my foul mouth or my intensity, it's who the fuck I am. I am a bodybuilder through and through, and I'm having a blast with it all. But the next question that people had, are you talking to Hani? No, Hani and I are not working together yet. I'm not, Hani is a busy man, and he literally trains the greatest athletes and has a fucking massive company. And I need to be able to find out if my body can handle this. And I'm going to hit him up here shortly and be like, hey, what do you want to do, bud? But I know enough about this to make sure that I keep things super simple. I take care of my body. I stay on top of everything I can, like I said, you got to fuck around to find out, but there are ways to, mitigate out as many risks as possible. But at the same time, like, this is bodybuilding. I got to hit Hani up because I have to see if he would train me. I'm not just going to assume because, again, he's very busy. That man is a big brother to me. I have so much love for that man because I would not be in the position I am in life without him. He took me under his wing. He treated me like a little brother. Whenever I had nothing, he gave me something. I am very, very grateful to have that man in my life. And every time we get together, it's like we pick up right where we left off. And I'd love nothing more than to do cool shit with him because I didn't have a big brother. I'm the big brother myself. So to be able to have somebody to train with, look up to, and, just live a portion of my life with, I'd love to rekindle that to be able to do something very special. Because in bodybuilding, like what I was getting at was, we're all a little fucked up. Today there's so many new young people that are coming into the bodybuilding space. There's so many new young people, and they're really they work out and they enjoy being fit. They're not really bodybuilders. They like the idea of bodybuilding or men's our classic physique because it's very mainstream. But make no mistake about it, bodybuilding's fucked up. Okay, it's super fucked up. It's crazy. Didn't you just hear what I said? I'm fucking doing all this shit, and you're like, this is fucking nuts. And I'm like, yeah. You have to understand that this industry is built on fucking mayhem. It is built on people that are willing to go to the end for what they love. And whenever you are in that, you have to remove the judgment. You have to be able to remove, like, the negative feeling about other people. Now, everybody's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But what I'm getting at is, like, whenever you see a bodybuilder do some fucking wild-ass shit, like, that's what bodybuilding was built on. It is mayhem. It is chaos. Just because we're into that shit doesn't mean that we're pieces of shit. It just means that we're a little fucked up. And when you have new people come in, they're like, I can't believe that person would do this. It's like, well, then you don't really understand how this all works. And there's a lot of young people that are getting into it all. And there's a lot of young people that are teenagers, early 20s that are finding this super fascinating because you have some of the biggest names, these young influencers that are super fucking popular. And it's attracting a lot of new mainstream young people that don't really understand that bodybuilding is full of fucking people that are crazy. In bodybuilding, you're going to find a lot of people that are into Superman drugs. Drugs that make them feel like they are Superman. Steroids, cocaine, ecstasy, and all these other recreational drugs. And like whenever people hear about a bodybuilder that was into doing rec drugs or something like that, they're like, I can't believe he would do that. And it's like, yeah, you really don't understand this, do you? Now, I'm too old to fucking be doing any of that shit, but that's where I was years and years ago. And in my younger life, I was always attracted to drugs that are fucking make me feel alive and incredible. It's like, oh my God. So whenever you hear some of these other people that just have fallen into a spot, it's like, well, that's how their head works. And sometimes, things happen in life that you regret. Sometimes you do things in life that you're not happy with or you wish you never would have did, but that's also makes you who you are today. Like me, I did a lot of fucking crazy. I have a fucking former life that is absolutely batshit crazy that I look back on and be like, if my fucking kid did that, I would whoop the ever-loving fuck out of him. So these are these things in life that, you have to take into consideration. And that's one of the things that these videos and me training and doing all this fun stuff that we have planned, I want to be able to make sure that I speak on these things and bring it up and talk about it more, because bodybuilding is why I have what I have today. I'm an incredibly hard worker. I grew up blue collar, but through all those values growing up, I translated into this and have become relatively successful from it. Very grateful, but it is because I'm fucking intense and a little bit crazy. Yeah, and a lot of my friends, as we've gotten older, I'm like, man, look at us settling down. It's fucking crazy. It's still in there. I am a very well taken care of man here. Hannah fucking always makes sure I am taken care of. I am always working. I am fucking nonstop with work. Hannah owns gymnastics. We own gymnastics there. She runs the whole fucking thing. This bitch runs nonstop. She is a bad motherfucker. She takes care of 3 children and a Seth, and then also has a fucking gymnastics facility with over 100 girls on a competitive team, over 200 kids that come in the rec program, fucking 18,000 square foot facility that she fucking runs like a boss. And I'm like, bitch, you are fucking on it. But she loves me and always makes sure I have food. I'm taken care of with everything every day. So very fortunate for that. I love you, babe. Great ass too. Finally got up to 6 meals a day, like 5.5. So this is how well I'm taken care of. So here's my meals. This is my first meal. I have overnight oats. She makes me these things. This is my first, I call it a half meal. So first thing in the morning, after my morning routine, whether I do cardio, hybrid ankle. I mangled my fucking ankle, what was it, 3 weeks ago, 2.5. And, but I'm doing better. So I haven't been doing as much cardio. So, but in the morning, I've been doing all my stretching. I've been doing all my breathing techniques, trying to work on the vacuums and all that shit. But then after I'm done, I have a thing of overnight oats. In this one, there's bananas. So it's 1 cup of rolled oats, organic, healthy stuff. 1.5 scoops of farm fed. And she does a bunch of different flavors. This one's going to be chocolate. Puts a little bit of peanut butter in there and a half a banana. This is my first half meal. And then 1.5 hours to 2 hours later, I have my first meal. And again, like I said, I was taken care of. She put a note that says, use these first. But roughly, I do, like I said, first meal, it's a half a meal. And then 1.5 hours to 2 hours later, I have my second meal, or my first whole food meal. And it's typically chicken and rice, 6 to 7 ounces of cooked chicken, and then 1.5 cups to maybe 2 cups of white rice, depending on the training day. Obviously, bigger body parts I need more carbs on those days. And then on smaller body parts, I have less carbs, but I'm always eating the carbs. I need to put my weight up. My weight's been right now, it finally crested that 221 mark. I was having trouble getting over that 219, and then I started sticking at 221. And right now I was 222.8. So it's just always pushing the food, but I'm pushing the food and the training and paying attention to my recovery schedule. That way, I want to do as much of those things before I just say, let's add in more gear. Let's add in more this. Just need to be mindful of that, because my body hasn't done this for years. So I want to wake it back up and just continue to add, because my goal, I'd like to be in this same type of condition around 233 to 238. That way I'm very comfortable there, and also see how my body grows. The thing I got to pay attention to from a training perspective is how my legs respond, how my all of my weaker body parts from the past respond. Am I growing proportionately? Even though my weight is going to be 228 or 230, did I grow proportionately? Or am I going to have to be paying attention to certain body parts or symmetry problems? I don't want to blow my gut out, so I want to pay attention to make sure my digestion is under control. And then on top of that, as I progress forward, pay attention to the health markers. So there's a ton of different things I want to pay attention to, because as you're in a growth phase, if you don't pay attention to those fine details, all of a sudden they can just run amok. And you can have this drastically lagging body part or this unsymmetrical problem happen, and you're like, I put on all this weight and I was so focused on the scale and this and that, and I really wasn't paying attention to the fine details that now became very apparent. And I do that regularly through my phone, through my notes. This thing here, I fucking make sure that I have a ton of videos. I'm always taking pictures of myself in the morning. I utilize the pictures as you know, a progressionary thing, but also to be able to look back on and be like, hey, where was I? You know, 2 weeks ago, I was here, and I'm doing the same thing here in this picture, so I'm very consistent with the pictures, very consistent with the lighting. You all see me take my fucking shit downstairs in the basement and then do my fucking ab shot, and you'll be able to see the consistencies. I do that to show I'm always doing the same thing. That way I can go back and look, and then also, as I'm consistent with the food, I'm going to be able to be like, oh, look, this is what I was eating here. This is why I look like this. Hey, in my notes, ate sushi on Wednesday night. So then I'm like, oh, how much did I eat? I list what I ate there, and then the next morning I see what I look like. All those things matter because it's just a giant science experiment. I'm not a science-based guy, but I do utilize a good bit of science. My range of motion is phenomenal on some exercises, not so much on other exercises, simply because this is bodybuilding. We're sculpting a physique. And you also have to take that into consideration with your food. You have to take that in consideration with your training, your cardio, everything you're doing. This is supposed to be fun, okay? I was talking about the science-based things. The reason that I am always going to lean towards the bro science side is because it's an intangible. It's because in the science side of things, there is a lot of great, valuable information there. But if you only follow those things, you're kind of putting yourself in a little bit of a bubble. And by that, it might restrict you from living. Nothing, in my opinion, from a bodybuilding perspective, nothing is more fun than going into the gym and just trying a bunch of different shit to see how you feel from it. Because I could do a science-based workout and it might work for me, but I might absolutely fucking hate it. I'm going to the gym to build myself up, not only my physique, but also my mentality, because I have a ton of shit going on in my life, just like so many of you. And I'm going to the gym to release all of it, to become the superhuman Seth. That's where the pump cover came from. To take it off and just look at yourself and be like, fucking, I am the superhero I dream of being. And it continues to get better. It fucking pushed me in my head. The pump cover was never for everyone else. It was for me. It was so whenever I looked in the mirror, I would stay in there, I'd get fucking all pumped up. I fucking worked so hard all day long. Everything was around training. I couldn't wait. The food, the fluids, all of my shit, the supplementation, my protocol, everything, my sleep patterns, everything, it's supposed to culminate in the gym. And I'm like, here we are. It's going to happen. I love it so much. And that's why training has been such a massive part of my life, because I would do all these different things that I might not like, eating this or having this schedule or doing this, but the training was for the training, and I love training. Training is everything to me. It makes me feel so good. I become superhuman Seth. I feel like I'm the superhero. I'm going to be fucking so jacked, jammed, and juicy when I take that pump cover off and be like, it's like a movie. That's what was going on in my head. And I think that's what a lot of us do. And that's why I stay so regimented, because in the gym, that's what I want to achieve. That's why, the pictures I post or the things that I do, I'm excited about it. I want you guys to experience those same things. And the gym is about getting better, but in the sense of getting better from doing the things that make you feel alive. So that's why I lean on the side of bro science, because I find nothing more fun from a bodybuilding perspective than going into the gym and doing things to see how you feel. It's an experiment. Take the time to learn your body. Try different experiences, try different exercises, different methodologies, try different intensifiers, and try them with all you got, so then you know whether something works or not. And I think that that's something that a lot of people online get too worked up because their way is the best way, because I have an ego and look at me and I'm fucking special. Listen, motherfuckers, I'm pretty fucking good at this shit. However, I find it so fun and fascinating to be able to go into the gym and train with someone, like another fucking dude that's like, hey, today we're going to train fucking chest, but I got an idea. We're going to do this thing, and just him explain it and then be like, fuck yeah, dude, let's throw down. Let's give it everything we got to see if it fucking works. And then it works and we're like, dude, that was sick. Or somebody that's like, hey, so I know that you don't like this, but I want you to do this my way with me to see if it works. It's about getting better, even if it gets better a fucking little bit. So that's really what this whole journey and this experience, you guys are going to watch me. You guys are going to be able to see me up close and personal with it all. How I eat, how I train, the full day of eating next week, the shoulder training that we're going to do tonight, the pumps. And it's not all going to be fucking pretty. Okay? I'm not perfect. I'm doing this because I love it. I'm not doing this because of some weird gain. That the value that I hold is the feeling. It's the fun. I miss it. Training again. This is a last hurrah for me. Like I'm not going to be. My body's not going to be able to do this shit in 5 years. It's not. It's not. And I don't want to go through life saying woulda, coulda, shoulda. I want to experience it. I want to do it with a lot of fun people. I want to have fun. I want to be crazy. I want to be intense. I want to be over the top. And that's what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to chase your own personal greatnesses. You know, a lot of people in this industry get worked up. You know, the Olympia this year, it was a fucking great Olympia. It was awesome. You saw some of the fucking greatest physiques ever. Keon is coming into his own where it's just fucking mind-blowing. Samson, Hadi and Derek, and Martin. Like, incredible. But you can't forget about everybody else that was on stage as well. Like, there was 16 competitors in the open class. 16 of the best competitors in the entire fucking world. So wait, you took 10th place. You were the 10th best bodybuilder of 2024 in the entire fucking world. And there's a lot of people that, you know, say a lot of negative, nasty shit about someone because they were a little bit off and they took 9th place or 8th place. And it's like, bitch, you're the 8th best in the fucking world. What did it feel like to be up there? What's that feel like? What's it feel like to stand on stage and be the 8th best bodybuilder in the entire world? The 10th best bodybuilder in the entire world. What's that feel like? I don't know what that feels like. I'd like to know what that feels like. Because it's probably something that you almost can't even describe. And we watch all these stoic fucking things on Instagram and TikTok and all these things about these stoic sayings about going after these or doing this. And it's like, from the negativity and the hate that's online, you don't actually get to live in the present and feel it. Because there's so many people saying, oh, he's in 8th place or he was in 10th place. He sucks just because he wasn't in the top 5. And I look at that and I'm like, I'm pretty well accomplished in my life. I have fucking some of the most beautiful shit I could ever dream of. But I don't know those certain feelings. And I wish I did whenever I was in the prime of my career to be able to do those things. And I have such a profound respect for those people that are doing it and those feelings that they probably have and how beautiful it actually is. Like, I would have so much fun with it now. Looking back I took it way too serious from the aspect of, if I don't win, I am nothing. No. This is a show. You're supposed to present your greatness. You're supposed to live your greatness. You're supposed to go after things in life that are difficult. It's not about being the greatest. It's about your personal greatness. What are you capable of achieving? What are you able to go after and do? And from that, you might become the greatest, the best. At that given moment, at that given time, you were the best motherfucker there was. But your personal greatness is also absolutely fucking incredible. And those are some of the things that people make these videos about, or people say things where they're just harping on these people because they fucked up, because they made a mistake, because they weren't the best on stage, but that doesn't mean that they weren't great. Watching people achieve their personal greatness and their best, their PR, their personal record, the best thing they've ever done, that's incredible. I wish I would have did more of it, so that's why I'm doing it now. And I want to do it to a level that I have so much fun and take everybody along with it, and I include people to do fun shit, intense, over the top, fuck you mentality. Like, I'm saying a lot of positive stuff because I believe in the positivity. Fuck the negativity, but just because it's positive doesn't mean it's like, you're so sweet, you're so lovely. No, it's going to be fucking intense. The road to hell is a nicely paved highway. The road to hell, regrets, all these fucked up, horrible things in your head that you end up living with, is a perfectly paved highway. You just walk right down it. You got no obstacles. It leads you to a life of mediocrity because you're afraid to take that road that's really bumpy, full of a bunch of shit that'll fucking kill you. It's not paved. Twist your ankle, fall on your face, something come out of the fucking weeds and eat you. That road on over there is the road to your personal greatness. It's going to be super tough, but it'll be worth it. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to experience things that you never thought you would. It's not easy. I'm not looking for the easy paved road. I never have. I never will. I'm just not that type of guy. I like the intensity. I like the fucked up shit. And whenever we go through this, the positive is getting you to become better. And to become better, it's not about making yourself just feel nice and secure. It's about challenging yourself. It's about doing things that are very difficult. Whenever I say I go into the gym and feel good and when I experience all these things, bitch, I am going nuts. I don't have a smile on my face. I'm not like, this is so much fun, everyone. I am literally look like a fucking psychopath, side raising the fucking 70s for sets of 15 and screaming like, oh, chewing on fucking steel. That's fun. That's exciting to me. That makes me feel so nice. But I don't look like it because it's not like that. So you have to challenge yourself. Challenging yourself from the positive aspect. I will fucking push you to a point where you don't know whether this was a good idea or not. And the positive part is you learn something about yourself. Never going to be perfect. I'm going to be me. And I hope that, I have 3 children and I hope that they do things in their life to make them feel alive. They chase after things. I fucking push my kids harder than I do every single person that works for me. I push my fucking kids so hard that it's a little borderline for some other people. Why? Because no one's going to be harder on my kids than I am on them. And it's because they have opportunity in life to do something incredible. They're going to take that path that leads them to a place that is not an easy paved road. You're not allowed to take that one, motherfucker. You take that one, you don't get to cry whenever you don't got shit. You got to eat a lot of shit to get to certain places in life. I guess that's the long and short of it. I don't know how long this fucking video was. But you're going to see training, full days of eating, some cheat meals that are full of a fucking ton of sushi. I ate sushi a few times and I like it. I like the way it makes me feel. I like the sodium. Training with other people, full days of eating, cheat meals, some vlogging, some family stuff, and you'll learn tips and tricks along the way. That's my goal, is to teach you some of these methodologies or things that I do personally, even if it's like how I prepare my food or how Hannah prepares my food or how I do things and things that I use, all of the supplements that I take, the companies that support me. I have fucking Helimix, code Aiden. I do every single morning, Multi Plus, Liver Plus, Heart Plus, and the Grind. Every single morning, I wake up, I take these things. Liver Plus, good for the liver. Heart, good for the heart. Multi Plus, take your vitamins. The Grind, stupid delicious flavor. Use code Aiden or code Notebook, 10% off. Helimix. We're working on our own Helimix. Cream of rice. Rise and Grinds from Pride Foods. Sean, who has the code? Notebook, code Notebook. Pumpkin pie's fire. I didn't get to American pie yet, but apparently it's stupid good. I like pumpkin pie and my chocolate brownie. Gymreapers, code Ian. IAIN. There's a ton of really cool people in the industry. I want to do cool shit with good people. You're going to see a lot of training. You're going to see a lot of crazy shit. There are a lot of really great people that do cool shit in this industry. I'm very fortunate. I am in the positions I am because of all of you supporting everything that we do. I'm grateful for it. This is my way of the next level, the fucking mayhem that we are going to bring. I want you guys to see it. I want you guys to see some of these people. You're going to meet Jordan from Helimix. You'll meet Sean from here. Cool shit with good people. That's my goal. Do a good job, everybody. And if your woman is making you your food, loving on you, making sure you're sweet, nice, clean, fresh, slap that ass, let her know you love her, eat a dick pill, and show her what a rock star you are.